Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky the Third, and we're kicking off the first chapter, Phantasma. So now we can finally get the game into full swing. Ignorant cults, the kin of Vigarna, the Cosmographica. Oh, here's the Azure Fragments. Whoever manages this library must have some out-of-the-world connections to have gathered this many rare books from all over the place. Whoa. Is this a copy of Isthmian Tales? What's a banned book doing here? The guys over at the Congregation for the Sacraments would flip their lid if they saw this thing. And there aren't just old and rare books either. I found one that was published this year. No way. What's it called? It's called Librarian Cuisine, published by the Liberal News Source. That can't be real. What's that doing here mixed in with all the other stuff? You sure you aren't pulling my leg? Your guess is as good as mine. The photographs of food in it look delicious, however. Oh, I bet they do. There's this girl named Dorothy who works for the LNS, and she's one incredible photographer. Oh yeah, don't know how I forgot, but weren't you hungry? I was, but I finished eating while you were busy looking at the books here. I did say some for you, of course. A smidgen of her egg salad sandwich. How fast did you eat? Wait, we bought that poor store's entire bread supply and this is all that's left? They were perfectly baked, too. The flour used was clearly of high quality, but bread like that can't be made without excellent water either. I think I like the world. Well, I can't deny the country's got some great grub trial around. Let's get off the subject of food already. I know. There's something truly odd about this place. We should have a thorough look around. Yeah. Come to think of it. It's completely stopped glowing now. Might as well be inactive again. I doubt it was a coincidence that it started glowing just before we were sent here. This is no ordinary artifact, that's for sure. Give it to me, Kevin. I'll look after it. Why? Protecting you is my duty as your squire. As such, I can hardly stand by and let you keep something that poses such danger on your person. I should be the one to keep it. Wait a minute, Rias. Give it to me. Look. First, we still don't have any conclusive proof that this cube is the reason we ended up here. Second, despite me being the one who had it up till this point, you're here with me anyway. So unless you plan to take it off me and run as far away from me as possible, who's holding it won't make a damn bit of difference. But still... Sorry, but this time I'm actually ordering you. You wouldn't disobey an order from your superior, would you? Alright then. But if we find out for sure that it really is dangerous, promise me you'll get rid of it. That's all I want you to agree to. Alright, promise. Anyway, you up for some exploring? I don't know what's up with this place, but it's time to try and find out. Fine by me. For some reason, a copy of the cuisine sits among them. So I believe this is our hub for the game, and there's actually some stuff to do while we're here. This is foreboding. It doesn't look to be a relic of the ancient Sumerian civilization, though. I agree, as far as I can tell it's not any kind of device, simply a stone monument. There's something written near the bottom. So there is. Let's see. The Hermit's Garden. What is this supposed to mean? I'm not sure. It could be a message, or maybe even... Actually, let me look it over some more before I say anything. Can't find any hidden switches or the like anywhere. You're right, it really is just a stone monument. Shall we try destroying it and see if anything happens then? I get first hit? Wait, no way. Just because we've established this in any kind of device doesn't mean nothing bad will happen if we go smashing it to bits. Don't worry, I was just joking. You so weren't. Anyway, let's save extreme options like that until after we've explored all of our more reasonable ones. I say we should go look around somewhere else. Okay. So there's a pathway over here. What's a huge tree doing here? There's no sign of any others in the surrounding area either. As big as it is, it doesn't seem to be a fruit tree, unfortunately. Figures we wouldn't get that lucky. Come to think of it, though, you were always an expert on plants and medicinal herbs and stuff, right? You don't recognize what kind of tree this is. I wish I did, but no. At the very least, it isn't one that grows on the western side of the continent. Did you work something out? Maybe, maybe not. We should try looking somewhere else now. Still, even if it doesn't bear fruit, maybe it has sweet sap inside like maple trees. May I cut into the trunk a bit to see? No, you cannot. Oh, I can't do it yet. So, let's go on down. And we have more books here. At the mini-map to see if there might have been something like a dot or something that would clue me in. This is nice. Looks like some kind of rest area or something. Oh my. What's it doing here? Well, resting is important. I'd love to sit and enjoy a relaxing lunch here. Well, I'll give you that it might be kind of nice. Although personally, my first thought was that I'd love to sit and fish here, if there were any fish to be fished. You still like fishing? Sure, can't say I've gotten any better at it, but a hobby's a hobby. I'm surprised how many fishing fanatics there are over in Liberal. There's a guild in Granson that's really hardcore into it, and one girl I ran into would give most pros a run for their money. Whoa. Something wrong? It's nothing. Regardless, it's a shame there are no fish in it. The water here is exceptionally clear. I think this should suffice as a water source for us at least. Alright, let's go check somewhere else. So this is our healing spot. Let's just I don't know how to actually use it, if we can even use it yet. Yeah, they're not giving me any prompts, so maybe a little bit later. What's this? I'm not sure, I'll take a closer look. Found solar seal. Lunar seal. Obtained a crapload of sepith. Who dropped all the sepith on the ground? Oh, whatever, don't think anyone will complain if we take it. Don't tell me you're feeling disappointed it wasn't food. You're incredible. I didn't know you knew how to read people's minds with your thaumaturgy. Was that part of your Dominion training? Sure wasn't. All I needed was to know it was you. I have to give you a little bit of word of warning in case you're thinking, hey, I'm just gonna go over here and grab this stuff. This is the carryover stuff from second chapter. So we have the Lunar Seal, which gives you strength at the cost of defense, but CP recovery up. And then the Solar Seal, which is strength at the cost of defense with auto CP up. So if you don't quite get it, this is the Gladiator headband, and I think the belt. They're just renamed for some reason. Not going to equip either of those just yet, because I think whoever we get next will probably be able to use it better. Oh. As far out as the eye can see. Just where are we? Beats me. Still, wherever we are, it's big. Judging by how our voices don't echo anyway. Yeah. Okay, that should be everything. Downside is I don't know where the trigger is to move forward. I'm guessing that's where the party members are going to hang out when they're not being used. Well, they could probably be all over the place. Some of the waterway, some of the tree. There we go. Figured I need to reload the screen at least. Well, we've investigated the whole area now. But we didn't find anything that would give us any idea as to where we are. Maybe not specifically. I think I may have an idea what kind of place this is, though. It's a place both within Liberal and not at the same time. Like a separate dimension of sorts. Can you elaborate? Well, you see, during all the trouble with the Oriole, Kevin explained about the altered spaces hidden within the tetracyclic towers intended to seal the Oriole away. Wow. So you think the place we're in may be similar? I can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. There are a few cracks in my theory, unfortunately. I understand what you mean. The Librarian Cuisine book we found earlier was one, right? Exactly. If we assume this is some kind of enclosed space sealed away with the Oriole all those years ago, how did a book that was only published this year get in here? All the other unusual books are from after the Great Collapse, too. Which means someone else has been going in and out of here within the past year. Could it be that man in black we met at the port? Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't peg him as the kind of guy who'd want to read about Librarian Cuisine, though. That's very true. Either way, I think we can say for sure now that the situation we're in was planned out by someone. Possibly before that cube even came into our possession. You really think so? Well, if that really is the case, what should we do now? That's the million-mirror question. We don't have much to work with here, just a big open area with no way out. Oh. This again? That sounded like something broke. Yeah, but what? Crap. Kevin took his battle orbit out of his pocket. He then noticed all of the quartz in it were shattered. Seeing this, Sirius took out her own battle orbit. Mine is the same way. Even my spare quartz are ruined. Just what is going on here? What? So in case you're wondering why we didn't get a luck quartz this time around. It's also kind of lame that they wiped out all of our stuff, because it's going to put you in the exact same situation we were in second, where we needed the stuff. The game was playing like we had it, but we didn't. just happened? I don't know. And Wedger was the cube's doing. Guess we can add altering this area to its list of quirks along with wrecking our quartz. Are you sure it's a good idea to keep it on you? Honestly, I get the feeling we'd be shit out of luck without it. At least now we've got some new stuff to investigate that can lead us in the right direction. We should go and check out all the places that have changed. Alright. Should we investigate the monument first? Have it your way, Ritus. I could understand if it was an artifact or an ornament, but how did a lump of stone start glowing like this? It's like magic. Now, there's an apt enough description if I've ever heard one. One thing I can add to that is that the laws of the world as we know them don't seem to apply to it. Raise. Huh? That was a voice, wasn't it? Raise the cube before the monument. Who's there? Who are you? Please. What are we going to do? To hell with it. Not like we've got any other better options. Visitors from afar. This again. This voice is different, though. Welcome. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you power. Huh? Name your currency, so that we may transact within the system that you know. Wait a second. What do you mean by currency? Maybe it's going to sell us things in exchange for Mira. I getcha. Understood. Then I shall grant you power in exchange for that currency. Okay, so that restores our HP and EP, then the water restores our CP, I believe. So if we go to the shop option, we can buy an aqua bow. Shoots pressurized water. So that's a 100 point boost, and they're pretty cheap, it's just I have nothing. For tools, those are healing items, I'd have to sell stuff that I have. The Tear Balm is the most valuable thing. So if I sold one of those, I could actually afford the weapons. So I'm kind of curious about the slots. We go all the way up to 3 now. And these are a tad pricey. So she has 1 silver. This is time, I think? These have to be so expensive. So I'll take an action and a cast. Release my brethren, then we shall grant you good fortune. What do you think that was about? How would I know? Bizarre as it is to say, we should be able to buy things from Mira and use 7 synthesized quartz here. Pretty useful if nothing else. We do still have the 7 that was left over from when our quartz shattered. Perhaps we should use those to synthesize some new ones. Sounds like a plan to me. We can stand on our own 2 feet just fine, but we're gonna need recovery arts if we ever find ourselves in a jam. Which was why I got the ones that I did. So time quartz only, we're gonna go ahead and slap that one in. So I'll put this one in here, which will give me the Ascension spell. As for this one, I need Mind. And if I put Action, nothing really changes. The thing is, I can still use the speed if nothing else. In case you're wondering, yes, I did get the fire one for her. We'll slap that there. Stragus, now this is something. It really is. It's as if petals of pure light are floating through the air around us. I welcome you, dear guests. Did the tree just talk to us? In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you the blessings of the earth. However, my power is not without its limits. I require compensation in exchange for its use. So this is where we buy our ingredients if we want to cook. And you can see that the acerbic tomato is just as insane in price as ever. Some things never change. When my master's power returns, the variety of blessings I offer shall increase. May the blessings of the earth be upon you. Man. If someone told me a trader chatted them up and offered to sell them ingredients, I'd tell them they had one too many drinks. Rias, sum it up. That great tree took root near to a 7-colored spring, and there granted great blessings and joy. Excerpt from the Book of Genesis, verse 7, the primal ground. That should be an excerpt. Oh, hallowed Dios. Thank you for the divine protection and mercy you bestowed upon us. Well, aren't you just tickled pink? Not sure this tree has anything to do with the goddess, though. I disagree. Even the testaments of the goddess say that all roads lead to food. Food is the fundamental basis of everything. That's not any testament I've ever laid eyes on. That said, let me give you this recipe book. Huh? Why are you giving this to me? Because you are remarkably impious for a knight of the church. You should work on becoming more devout through cooking in her name. That doesn't even make sense. Besides, can't you just do the cooking yourself? But you've always been better at it than me. I'm sure it's the wish of the ingredients to be used by the best chef possible. But still. Please. I'm too soft for my own good sometimes. Well, fine, but you have to help me. Deal? Also, the second I catch you snacking on something while we're making it, I'm done. I know. So I don't know if we can do anything over here just yet. So hopefully by now you can see how much of a departure this one is from the rest of the Sky series. That's why this one was really low priority to me, and I personally would have preferred to go into Crossbell first. Come back to this one later on down the line. So I was wondering if there'd be anything new over here. No, it's just our drops. So over here's the spring. So pay attention to Ria's CP if we can drink here yet. The bottom of the water is glowing? It's beautiful. Welcome, visitors from afar. Again? It sounded like it came from the spring. Visitors from afar, quench your thirst. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you vitality. CP restored to maximum. When my radiance is restored, I shall grant you vitality once more. When you have fought several battles, return to me. So no, you can't abuse this for the palms. I've never had water that actually energized me like that before. How's this even possible? I don't know, but I feel full of life as well. Looks like the water here only has that effect when it's shining, though. Yeah. Well, with all the energy we've got now, I don't think there's much more we can get from here. We should check back in for feeling tired. Right. So notice her CP is now capped at 200. Well, it was always capped at that, it's just now we have it. So now I need to sell something. After the next scene, apparently. You don't think that could be the exit, do you? If anything, I'd say it's more like an entrance. A monument that sells us items, a tree that sells us ingredients, a spring that restores our vitality. It's like everything in here is designed to help us prepare for something dangerous, or am I reading into it? No, I don't think you are. So what should we do? Should we try stepping on it? I don't have any better ideas at this point. Though it might be better if you stay behind and hit. Never mind, we'll go together. It's not like there's any guarantee you'd be safe here, actually. Of course we will. First, I should give you this. Rawls Ritter notebook. Huh? What are you doing with this? I was asked to give it to you by Commander Solnit. In her words, Kevin's reports have been far too vague for my liking. I'll bet he's not even taking notes while he's out on the job. Give this to him so he's got no more excuses to slack off. She figured it out, huh? Hold on. How are you close enough for her to ask you for this kind of favor? She was the one who taught me how to use my Templar sword. I respect her deeply. No joke, I had no idea. But she kept that from me on purpose. Can't say I'm surprised, if I'd known, I sure as hell would have let Rias. Sorry, just spacing out. Next destination's that circle, so if you have anything else you want to do first, speak up now. There's no telling what's waiting for us after we step on it. Understood. Okay, off camera I went ahead and bought new weapons. I sold the Tira Bomb. I made a couple of quartz I'm going to give the new character, and unfortunately right here is when you see the game repeat the same mistake as the previous one. So correct, nothing was freaking learned. So if you've played Final Fantasy II, this place may seem a little familiar to you. Check this out. Looks like that really was an entrance of sorts. Jade Corridor. So if you're not familiar with Final Fantasy II, Jade is the euphemism for hell. We still seem to be in the same bizarre enclosed space as before. We've got quite a long road ahead of us, don't we? We sure do. Kevin. Monsters? How'd they just appear out of nowhere? So, I don't know what's going on, but you can't cast spells on them. They don't really tell you, it's just outside knowledge required.
Let's end this!
By the way, if anything, it's game over automatically. So these things will hit harder than you can heal. You have to kill them before they kill you. And I still don't think Arc Fencer really does any damage.
No way!
Does it? Yeah, it does. So we can kill that one from a distance. But unfortunately you can see that each of them can only withstand 3 hits, the 4th hit will kill them. Hey, healing, because I want to win this fight anyway. And you can see Rias is down already. And that's game. There's literally nothing I can do.
Have mercy. Let's end this! Let's end this!
Wow. Now the problem is I can't heal. So even though, like, I survive, I don't actually win. Actually, I can go back and heal, it's just I can't get my CP back, so I can't do anything if I run to them again. How can this be? I know exactly what you mean. There are a whole lot of monster types in our world, but that's my first time seeing any like that. It's like being in a totally different realm. And the monsters weren't even the strangest part. Tell me about it. The elements against them weren't your usual affair either. Exactly. The 3 elements of space, mirage, and time were in effect during that battle too. And not just the traditional 4 elements. Very observant, Rookie. Didn't think you noticed to that extent. This points to yet another clue that we're a long ways from home. I mean, you'll find a boatload of monsters that are weak to fire and submerge, but you're not going to find any that are weak to mirage. You know how it is. Indeed I do. Spiritually, the world in which we live is in a relatively low plane of existence. To quote the Testaments, our world and the world of the goddess will forever be separate. She simply drops pebbles from above, known as miracles. Quoting word for word? Oh hey, I guess those are the basic principles. We just keep running into surprises. Space-time and mirage? All here? Should be impossible. What about those monsters themselves? Honestly, they were less monsters and more fiends. Creatures that shouldn't even be allowed to exist in our world, yet they somehow do without any problems here. And I doubt those are the only ones. Are we going to be alright here? Hopefully, they were tough, and not so tough we can't handle them if we're together. It's not like there's anything else for us to do back in that base area. Let's keep walking and see what we find, I say. Maybe we're going back briefly to check our orbit setups, though, seeing as we got more elements to account for now. Sure. Oh, Kevin, let me give you this. Monster Guide. What's this for? It's called a Monster Guide. It was designed to record data on monsters, their habits, their weaknesses, and the like. It may be wise for us to know anything and everything we come across here. Although I suppose Fiend Guide would be more appropriate here. You're telling me. You sure I can't just store all this info from the old noggin, though? I've already put enough stuff in the growls for a notebook as it is. My hands are gonna go numb at this rate. You complain way too much, Kevin. You're a knight. Do your job. Yes, ma'am. No time like the present, I guess. There, happy? And so far, well... Prior to this, I did want to start recording some of the Caligula effect, and this game is actually starting to compete with it for how much exposition they have at the very beginning of the game. And if you're not familiar with that game, it is non-stop text for the first 3 hours. So unfortunately we did not get any mirror from that fight, we barely got any Sepith. Can't rotate the camera. Information. Actually, you know what? We have a Mirage slot. Let's slap information there. I don't actually know what Ascension does. Inhibits cognitive abilities, creates seal. And since she has no CP, I'm thinking I should probably give her these, one of these at least. So yeah, that's gonna be a major uphill struggle. The archers are better targets than these. But yeah, it's pretty much these segments why I do not generally like playing the sequel games. It's really disappointing that they didn't freaking learn, and we actually got healed because of the level ups. 300 mirror, that's not even enough for armor. I just realized I haven't been checking the chests, have I? A chest, my kingdom for a chest. Tear ball. I'm here because they ran out of jokes. Did you know? It's true that Zin's name was once written as Zane, but another name change was considered considered was Olivier's. The original suggestion was Oliver. His chest is glad that request never went through. So I explained this in the Cold Steel games, but the monarchs, or at least the royalty, in Erebonia have numbers, German numbers, concealed in their names. So Dreikel's is the number 3, Dry. Olivier has the Veer, which means 4. And when more characters are introduced, we may find out more of them. There may be more names that I just don't remember offhand. But keep in mind that's not even his real name either. Yeah, I'm afraid there's nothing that's going to convince me that this is not a poorly designed segment. So luckily the spell is cheap to cast. Downside is it's worthless in battle because it heals for so little. It'd be nice if they actually skilled the spells or something, but I don't learn. What's this? It's really pretty. Looks kind of like a cube of septium. I don't think that's what it is. Maybe we should touch it and see what happens. Found sealing stone. Does it seem harmful? Seems safe to me. Wish I knew what it was though. The light coming off it's so warm. The kind of slow, rhythmic glowing from it reminds me of a beating heart. What's that? There's our cube again. Visitor from afar. You who possess the cube. It's that voice from earlier. Just who are you? Where are you talking to us from? Raise that sealing stone before the monument in the garden. Then the barrier and the imprisoned shall... I can barely work out what it's trying to say. All I get is that we need to take this thing to the monument. I will unlock another power cube. Make use of it. The cube's warp functionality is now available. So I don't know what that corresponds to in terms of controller. What the? Beware the malevolent one. Gather strength, or you too will be forever. Don't even ask. I feel like I'm in some kind of weird dream that gets freakier by the minute. I don't sense anything bad coming from the voice, at least. More like it's trying to guide us forward. True, it does. You don't think the cube has will of its own, that's the thing talking to us, do you? I doubt it. It kept talking about the cube as if it were a separate object. My hunch is that the source of the voice is somewhere else. And then there's the malevolent one I was bringing up too. I could see that being the man in black we saw when we were thrown in here, but it could very easily be someone else. All this is starting to make my head hurt. Join the club. Well, let's try and take things one step at a time, okay? And on that note, the best place to start is probably giving the cube's new power a shot. You serious? Serious as can be. There aren't many artifacts that have the power of teleportation, you know. In the situation we're stuck in, we need to use everything we've got at our disposal. Alright. Be sure you're careful in using it. I will. I guess I actually have to manually click it. How do they do this on the Vita, I wonder? Oh. So right stick in, apparently. And it wasn't the Vita, it was on the PSP now that I think about it. Oh. Alright, that actually worked. Now we've got a quick way back here into safety if we run into danger that's actually really badly needed. That does sound useful. I still can't bring myself to put much trust in that cube, however. Oh, I'm not planning to lower my guard around the thing either. I'll keep using it with caution, so don't worry. Anyway, next up's this little guy. That ceiling stone? That voice made it sound like something would be released from it if we hold it up to the monument. Any guesses? No, but I know how to find out the answer real quick. I'll handle holding it up. I want you to stand by prepared for a fight just in case. We've got no idea what we're dealing with here. Understood. Something's happening. Alright, time for the moment of truth. Figured that would be going down since we don't have any other way forward. What? A girl? Huh? What was that light? Isn't she the girl from the professor's photograph? Huh? Kevin? You are Kevin, aren't you? I'm not seeing things? What are you doing here? Where do I even start? But yeah, it's the real deal. Good to see you again, Tita. Looks like you've grown a little taller. You noticed? I'm happy to see you again, too. What brings you back to Liberal? Is this girl a friend of yours? Wait. I was in the house with Dad getting dinner ready because Agate was coming over. Then all of a sudden everything went in white, and then... Where am I? This looks nothing like our house. Am I dreaming? Is this all a dream? Oh right, I should pinch myself to check. Yep, this is the Tita everyone knows and loves, alright. She's adorable. So that's what happened. This is all because of the artifact Mom pulled out of the lake? Honestly, we can't even be sure right now. Especially as if we assume that's the case. How did you end up here when you were all the way over in Zeiss? It makes no sense. You're right. It sounds as though you two were fairly close to one another when you got sent here, but Grancel and Zeiss are really far apart. Based on your account, however, we were all surrounded by that light at roughly the same time. That's more than a coincidence in my eyes. I think so too. Oops, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Tita Russell. I'm an apprentice at Zeiss Central Factory. I'm Ria's Argent, a sister of the Septine Church. I've heard a lot about you from Kevin and your mother. You met Mom? I have. She showed me a photograph of you, too. And now that I've met you in person, I can see why she boasts about you so much. Was she doing that? Oh, Mom. She didn't say or do anything inappropriate to you, did she? She tends to lose control of herself when it comes to people as cute as you. Lose control how? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude by calling you cute or anything. It's just you're kind of quiet and really pretty, but you've got this really unique aura about you. Unique? You're every bit as sharp as your mother. The goddess doesn't make it more unique than Rias. Oh, please. Anyway, what are the two of you plan on doing now? Are you going to keep looking for a way out of here? That's the plan, yeah. Not that we made so much as a dent in progress on the front so far. We barely started exploring when we found you. I see. If you don't mind, then please let me help you look. I won't get in the way, I promise. Getting in the way wouldn't be the issue here. That's a tough one. My gut tells me you're better off staying here, to be honest. You've proven yourself to be made of sturdy stuff, but like I said before, this place is just one big and very dangerous mystery. If that's true, then who's to say I'd be safe staying here on my own? If I'm going to be in danger, I'd rather go with you and at least try to help out. Fair point, I guess. You're every bit as spunky as Estelle, too, you know? You can't be serious, Kevin. Trust me, she's a lot tougher than she looks. She went on the library arc and came back down in one piece, plus she survived Hideos knows how many sketchy fights beforehand. Don't be so quick to judge just because of her age. But still, please, I really want to help. I'll do everything I can to make sure I don't cause you any problems, really. mind, if you're sure. You mean it? You seem to understand the consequences of your actions and what it means to worry others. And as long as that's the case, I've got no reason to say no. Still, please do be careful. Thank you, I will. Yeah, seriously. If anything were to happen to you on my watch, I'm sure my death at Erica's hands will be a slow and painful one. I swear I won't let that happen. Deal. Alright, let's get back to work. Once Tia's equipment is set up, it's back to exploring we go. Understood. Right. So I made next to no progress with that whole quest out there. So nothing for her there, nothing for her there. Nothing new there. So in terms of equipment, she has new art. I'm gonna give her the lunar seal. So she actually comes up with some stuff. She already has the attack 1. So I'll go ahead and slap the action here. Guess I can give Kevin the attack. I didn't know she actually came with her own stuff. All in side stories. Moon doors, star doors, sun doors. Since we've made some progress, let's jump a save and get back in there. Question is, are they going to send me back to the beginning or not? So usually the problem with Tita is how slow she is, and she's very, very squishy, by the way, if you didn't notice. I haven't actually looked at her stats, it's just by virtue of it being Tita, I knew she was squishy. So you can see she's down 2,000 hit points compared to the others. And in terms of Sepith, I might have been able to get something, but nothing impressive. She gets hit for a third of her health, and she has crap power. It's Tita, alright? So if you aren't familiar with my previous playthroughs, I never used her because she's pretty weak. Like I said, slow and squishy. Neither of those are traits to get you far. As soon as we get a new party member, she's probably getting benched. Wasn't this path blocked before? Sure was. What's going on? Is something wrong? Last time we passed by here, this path was blocked by some kind of barrier. As you can see, it's nowhere to be seen now. Really? I wonder what could cause that. Well, if you think about what's changed since we last passed here and now, maybe it was releasing Tita from that stone that caused it to disappear. I mean, we haven't done anything else. I see. Still, that actually could be it. You think? Think about it, the stone with me inside was near here too, right? Maybe that was more than a coincidence. This could be among one of the many rules that govern this place that we just haven't figured out yet. Rules? I think I get what you're trying to say. So in this case, we wouldn't have been able to advance any further if we hadn't released you from that stone. That's right. I can't be sure, but I do have a good feeling about it. And a good feeling is good enough for me right now. We still don't have a clue who's responsible for the situation we're in, but it all feels very deliberately set up. Which is all the reason we need to be more careful, I suppose. So there's no teleporter here, which means most likely loot. As is, it's looking like Tita might be our team healer, since she has that vitality shot thing. That was a bust. What's this? A shining door with a moon on it. Welcome. Bring to me the girl skilled in orbital engineering. Only then shall the door open. voice talking right into my mind. Looks like the door's got a will of its own, like the trees, spring, and monument back in the garden. There'll come a day when I get used to all these funky talking objects, I'm sure. I can only think of one person who might fit the door's description. You think it means me? Most likely. It's a pretty terrible riddle. It's sure not me or Rias. Hey, door, it's her you mean, right? Indeed, she is the one I seek. Only she may enter. If she fears not the trial within, she should step forth through the door. Trial? Maybe he wants to test your strength to see if you're worthy of something. And apparently we can't even go inside to back you up. That's ludicrous. I propose we disregard this door and move on. Wait, I'm going to go inside. But Tita... Hold on just a sec, there's no way. I feel like this might be another of the rules I was talking about earlier. Besides, we've got so little to work with as we try to get out of here. We need all the clues and help we can get. If it seems like it'll be too dangerous, I'll come right back out, I promise. Well... Alright, I'm counting on you. Like you said, if it seems too dangerous, come right back out. Don't expose yourself to any more danger than you need to. Do be careful. I will. So this is a horrible idea because the door can always lock behind her, stuff like that. But it's definitely a far departure from the previous games. Moon Chamber. If she has to fight anything, she's screwed. Wow, this room's so pretty. I wonder how it's made up, though. Uh-oh. Overcome the trial before you, then I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, God. Like, I have no idea how you're supposed to win this. Oh my god. Are you supposed to win this? Do they even... I don't know. So this does no damage. I'm gonna try to blind them.
Prepare to meet your doom!
But if this fails, she's dead. So I'm guessing they counter with that every time they get hit or something. Hey, that one connected. And that's how much the tear spell used to heal for him. What sucks here is one of them's gonna get healed. You can see that pretty much erases any damage I dealt. So I think if we're going to pull this off, we need to pay attention to the blind status effect. We're going to need to look to reapply it after time's out. And I'm kind of hoping these things are hauled up close enough to where her bazooka can hit all three, but not really holding my breath on that. Okay. So it looks like I can keep them blocked here since she's moving fast enough for once. It's still really tedious, I'm afraid. gonna lie, this is almost boring me to sleep. So we only have to do this 6 more times. Blind is still in effect. Downside is I will not get a strength turn. If this connects, it might end this fight. If I get close to dying, I'm probably going to pop the S break and see if I can just finish him. Just need to remember how to actually use those.
Gotta give it my all! Okay!
Okay, they don't explode upon death. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. So, is this supposed to be pre-collapse? Approaching location. 320, 310, 300. Target in sight. Commencing operation. Coordinate adjustment complete. Activating boosters. Huh? What's that sound? What? Do I know you? Uh-oh. We've really missed you, Tita. Huh? Oh my. Don't tell me you forgot the sound of our voices while we were away. Her parents. Oh. Mom, Dad. That's our girl. Sorry for surprising you. We just wanted to have a little fun. I was scared stiff. Just flying in all of a sudden like that and walking up to me without saying a word. Plus you had those goggles on so I couldn't tell who you were. You could have told me you were planning on coming back. Mom, are you okay? Why are you so quiet? Tina? Why are you so cute? Oh, Ideos, thank you for gracing our unworthy world with this miracle of a child. I'm never going to let you go again. Mom, you're starting to hurt me. Giving birth to this bundle of sugar was the best thing we ever did. How did I manage all this time without her? I'm so happy to finally be back. I can tell. I'd kind of like the chance to greet her too, though. Oh, sure, knock yourself out. I suppose you do have the right and all. Hey, Tina. Looks like you've grown a bit while we were away. I sure have. I miss you both so much. Everything you do just melts my heart. Let me hug you again. Come here. Mom, please. Erica, I think I should probably wait until you've changed. That maintenance uniform is full of sensors, as you know. Yeah, slipped my mind. In that case, shall we take care of business first, then? Where is the red-haired man I've heard so much about? Are you talking about Agate? That's the one. I was so hoping I'd be able to meet him. Now, where is he? He's actually in Bosei at the moment. Mom, you're acting kind of weird all of a sudden. Talk about lousy timing. Now, I'd be happy if he were here, given that would indicate him being in close proximity to my angel again. It's okay. We can always go meet him over in Bosei next month if it comes to it. I'd like to meet him too. True enough. Word has that a lot has been happening here in our absence. I'll bet we have a lot to thank him for. I'll have to go and give him a thank you that he'll never forget. I'll have to go with you and introduce you to him then. His house is real nice too. It's pretty small, but it's all warm and cozy. You've been to his house. Now, calm down, Erica. Tina, try not to provoke your mother too much, alright? Was I... Agate? Agate. You are going to pay dearly for corrupting my darling daughter. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Grandpa. Always a pleasure, Albert. Sorry for not giving you a heads up on a return. Nonsense, don't you worry about that. What are those things, if I might ask? They look like a vehicle with boosters attached, but... they're called landing crafts, and they were developed by yours truly. Most of the places we go to don't have the space to land an airship or any kind of landing port. And there's not much point in an airship if you can't land it, is there? Which is where these two beauties come in. Anyway, long time no see, Albert. It's a small comfort knowing you haven't kicked the bucket yet. I mean, how could I have been able to gloat if you were already 6 Sarge under? So apparently the Arge is equivalent to the foot. Good to know. You really think a pathetic contraption like that is good enough to be me? You must have forgotten who I am when you were out and about. One close look and the cracks start to show. Just look at them. I doubt they'll even manage 5 minutes. Fat look good they'll be for anything other than trying to show off to me. They won't be getting any real-world use for any time soon. Oh, how wrong you are. I'll have you know that we came all this way from the border with Calvert on these. From Calvert? Oh, did that catch your attention? I'll give you that the craft's flight time is somewhat limited. But that's an issue where I can find an easy workaround. By firing them from an orbital catapult attached to an airship, they can fly a distance of roughly 120 Selge. After modifying the orbital circuits, we were able to record an operation time of 382.2 seconds, too. 120 Selge? 382.2 seconds? Surprised? That stupid look on your face is at all. Not to worry, I'll give you as much time as you need for that shriveled old brain of yours to comprehend my brilliance. Brilliance? Don't make me laugh. You're talking to the man who developed the capital. These aren't child's play by comparison. I don't even need to ask how you made them. I could probably develop a better version in my sleep. Say that again, you stubborn old fart. Here they go again. Will you two please stop fighting? Please? Oh, and I I read those files you sent me. You've got some nerve showing your face to me after exposing my daughter to so much danger. To say nothing of letting that vermin like that A word near her. Oh, get over yourself. So right there I can't tell if she was actually trying to curse or if the A word is agate. I'm getting lectured on looking after people from the mother who ditched your daughter to wander the continent, am I? How about you look in a mirror before you go criticizing others, huh? Dad, can't you stop them? It'll be fine. Let them have their fun. They're secretly happy to see one another again, I'm sure. But we're taking up a lot of space in the middle of town here. How are people going to get past us? Yeah, that's a good point. We can't leave these two landing crafts out here forever. Guess we're going to have to drag our quarreling father and daughter back home. Mind giving me a hand, Tita? Sure thing. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but both of her parents refer to the old man as Albert. So I'm not sure which one is actually his child. Due to the carryover last names, I'd assume it's the male, but like there's no real guarantee about that. There's nothing quite like home. Okay, get some coffee, Dan. 1 coffee with plenty of milk and 3 sugars coming up. Let me help too. I see you haven't mended your heathen ways. When are you going to grow up enough to understand that coffee is best taken black? And when are you going to understand that there's nothing worse than an old codger who set in his ways to appreciate another's tastes? I'm just telling it like it is. Adding milk alone completely ruins it, and you go and plop 3 sugars in? You can't even call that coffee anymore. Poor coffee. What did you ever do to be blasphemed so? Here's your order, Erica. Don't let it get cold now. We'll have to settle this dispute another time. Well, time to check up. Anyway, where are my souvenirs, Albert? Souvenirs? Why would I have any of those for you? You're the one who's been busy slacking off abroad. Forget traveling abroad, you were the one who got to ride on the Arsail with Captain Schwartz. You're telling me you had a chance like that and didn't give me a photograph, or her handkerchief, or even a button off her uniform? The button thing's a Japanese tradition of sorts. It's supposed to be like a good luck charm. I don't actually know if that's still a thing. It might be relatively old-fashioned at this point. Why do you want a button off her uniform? Your mother's been a huge fan of her since the Captain's Academy days. I swear, if you have time to think about such worthless nonsense, how about using it to look over an academic report or two? It's no wonder all your inventions are half-right. Did you just use the words useless nonsense to reference to Captain Schwartz? Did you dare insult her? Oh, nothing of the sort. I had plenty of chances to share a few cups of tea with her on board the Arsail. She's a fine woman if you ask me. She'll go far. Oh, now you've done it. If you're not going to shut that insolent mouth of yours, I'm going to do it for you. What's that? Is someone jealous? Will you two please stop fighting the second you start a conversation? Tita? What is it? It's just that I finally realized it's kind of nice to see them fighting like this after all. Makes it feel like Mom's really home, you know? Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, how would you like to do some shopping? I'll handle making dinner tonight, so I'll need to grab a few things. Really? That sounds great. I haven't tasted your cooking in ages. Hopefully you'll be able to have it a lot more from here on. None of us are planning to head out for work anytime soon, so I'll be taking over cooking duties for a while. Oh, I'd love to go shopping with you then. Great. That day's dinner was a real feast. And for the first time in quite a while, Tita was able to experience the joy of dining happily with her family. After dinner. You can leave the rest to me now, Tita. You must be tired. Go on to bed. I'm fine, honestly. I'm not doing any more than I usually do. I bet you're even more tired than I am, Dad. You rushed through all the work you had to get back here as soon as possible, didn't you? Well, you've gotten pretty sharp, huh? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 13 now. What in idea's his name? What part of your daft brain thought you should start making this? That's why we came back here to begin with. The ECF is the only place around that will allow me to do so. That's what I believe, anyway. Maybe so, but still. What are you guys arguing about? Oh, are you still awake? It's past midnight, you know. You should go and get some rest. What are those? Some kind of blueprints? Can I see, please? You didn't get out of the bath that long ago. You're going to catch a cold hanging around in here. You should be getting ready for bed. I want to see those blueprints. Whatever's on them looks really complicated. That's an orbital engine on the right-hand side, right? Looks like a compact one, too. I know, it's a new kind of airship. Come on, Mom, I really want to see. Oh boy, look at you getting all fired up. Just can't help yourself when it comes to machinery, can you? It's not fair. Alright, I finished clearing up now. Shall we get to work? Perfect timing. Get our angel to bed, will you? Sure, it is past your bedtime. What? Let's go, Tita. Let me have a quick look, please. I can go to bed right after that. I can't work out why that converter's torque is so low and it's bugging me. Looks like her obsession's grown by monstrous proportions since we've been away. Be that as it may, it's still past your bedtime. But... okay, let's start with this unit here. Even at a glance, I can tell it's not going to be easy to make. We're best off starting by running a simulation on it with a Capella before actually attempting to make the blasted thing. Nothing comes to mind that would be strong enough to build the frame out of either. I say we should consider looking into a new one. I wonder what they're talking about. It all sounds so exciting. Maybe I can scooch closer without them noticing. Tita? Ah, shouldn't have pushed my luck. Seriously now, go to bed. But if you're that curious, I can tell you tomorrow, but right now you need sleep. How does that sound? Good enough? But that's a promise, okay? A promise. Yes, yes, I promise. I'm not going to forget that you promised. And don't go making whatever it is without me. I know, we won't. I promise in the name of the goddess above that I'll tell you tomorrow and that we won't make it without you. Anyway, good night, Tita. Okay. Good night. She takes after her mother in every way. Well, that about wraps it up. This is amazing. Ouroboros' technology is even more impressive than I could have dreamed. That's a fine understatement. Their technological level's far beyond that of ours. That's true for virtually everything we've seen of theirs, too. The Archaisms, the Gospels, the Glorious. I'm not entirely without ideas on how they have all of it, though. Why sudden questions anyway? I've already sent you all the info I had about them before. The thing is, we didn't actually learn of them through the information you sent. We knew of them before that. You did. We haven't actually encountered them or any of their members exactly, but they've been expanding their influence across the continent for a while now through Jaegers and certain wealthy individuals. We can confirm as much beyond a shadow of a doubt based on our travels. That's why we came back here. We never imagined they'd be as bold as to try anything illiberal, but we would have come back earlier. But they're not getting any more of a head start on us. We need to finish this, and we need to do it as soon as possible. How long is this flashback? Like, it's already crossed the threshold for what I consider to be a memory. I wasn't planning to sleep in that long. Morning, Grandpa. Morning, Tita. Dad? Oh yeah, I forgot that you and Mom were back. We sure are. Looks like you had a good night's sleep. Yeah. Sorry, I feel bad for getting all about it. Oh hey, you said you'd tell me what you were up to today. Yep, that's still the plan. You might be better off hearing it from your mother and grandfather, though. Why? They were up discussing the issue all night. They both head out to the central factory first thing this morning, so they should be there as we speak. Thanks, off I go then. Tita? You might want to have breakfast first. Forgot that too. I haven't washed my face or cooled my hair either. Alright, take care of that first, then let's get some food in you. I promise it'll be warm when you finish up. Thanks, Dad. Alright, I'm off. Take care. Don't go trying to run over to ZCF so fast you trip or something. I won't. It's so great to have them back home. And now it's off to the factory. Good morning, Mr. Murdoch. Oh, it's you, Tita. Good morning. You wouldn't happen to know where Mom and Grandpa are, would you? Dad said they came here earlier this morning. They did, I know that very well indeed. Jaeger came charging in with a look on her face that said all hell was about to break loose. All the while she was shouting we got a new invention to make, so we need somewhere really, really big. Hop to it. She wouldn't take no for an answer either. I'm so sorry about her. She causes you so much trouble every time she decides she wants to invent something new. At least she's better than Grandpa. Maybe. She doesn't scare the daylights out of you by suddenly yelling, "Fire in the hole!" right before an unexpected explosion. If only I could wipe that from my memory. In any case, your mother should be up in the operations room. I've got no idea what she's planning, but she said she had something she wanted to look into using the Capel. As for your grandfather, he's in the design room, in a very good mood. I can't believe the two of them are working together on something. This can't end well. Please, Goddess, please don't let me break anything. My stomach hurts. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the first time they have worked on the same thing together. Usually they're competing over who can make the best invention, not joining forces on one. Grandpa's amazing on his own, but Mom's just as capable an engineer, even if she is kind of scary when she gets into her work. If the two of them are actually going to put their heads together on something, I can't wait to see the result. I want to go see right away. So this is what we're up against. Looks like it's not even performing at 10% of its true capabilities either. These me some downright terrifying specs. Oh. Wait, how in the world? Isn't that data on Potter Modder? Hi there, Tita. You came at just the right time. You've seen this robot in person, right? I don't know if she did because my game was glitched. Well, yeah, but why do you ask? What was it like in person? Tell me everything you know. Well, it was really big, but other than that, I couldn't tell much just from looking at it. Right, I suppose you wouldn't be able to. It's an awful lot taller than you, after all. Mom, what are you looking at Potter Modder's data for, anyway? I thought you were here to look at some new invention. So real quick, if you don't remember Potter Modder, that's the... I believe that was used by Ren. And someone told me that's supposed to be Latin for father and mother. Wait, you're not... That we are. The two of us are ready to start work at any time. Alright then. Then it's time to get enough work on our task, making an archaism capable of competing against our buddy Potter Modder. Let the Orbital Gear project begin. What? Why? Why do I feel like this? Usually when I hear about something new being invented, I get all excited. I get so caught up in what's happening that I tune out the world around me and focus on helping Grandpa. But today, I just feel a little bit sad. This doesn't feel right. Ren. So I don't know if the archaism was destroyed or what exactly because of the whole glitch thing. What are these wires here for, Erica? They look completely unnecessary to me. They're to deal with noise. This design requires a very high degree of precision, so it's a necessary addition. Mom? So the orbital pressure changes get absorbed into here. I see. Mom. Oh, Tito, what are you doing there? I was wondering if, there was anything I could do to help. I want to do something for Ren, too. I'm just not sure what I can actually do. What you can do? Well, if you want to help me out, there is one thing you could do for me. It's an annoying job, but if you're up for it... An annoying job? Okay, I'll do anything I can to help. It's nothing important, really, but I appreciate it all the same. I need to go talk to Murdoch and get him to sort out the paperwork for our return to Liberal. The way we returned home was kinda, borderline illegal. So no official paperwork's been filed or anything. I'm cool with it, but Dan's brought it up a few times, so it'd be good if someone could get it taken care of. So thanks. Okay. That wasn't what I had in mind when I said I wanted to help. Oh well, I guess I still am helping her by doing this. I'll just have to get it sorted out quickly so I can get back and help with the real work. Mr. Murdoch? Mr. Murdoch? Oh, ideas above. Please protect us all. Hello again, Tita. Can I help you with something? Wait, you weren't here to tell me the experiment was a failure and the building is now full of poisonous gases, are you? But there was a giant explosion, half of it was destroyed, I'm so sorry. I really can't apologize enough for all the stress Mom and Grandpa caused you. Nothing like that's happened yet, though, so don't worry. Oh, that's a relief. Maybe that's a sign my prayers reached the goddess after all. Perhaps I should say my prayers for tomorrow while I'm here too, then. That said, I do have a little favor to ask of you. What kind of favor? Tita passed on what her mother had told her and asked if Murdoch could sort out the necessary paperwork. They arrived by air, did they? I can only imagine how surprised you must have been. They entered the country illegally? It sounds that way. Oh no, I need to go and sort this out right away. Are you staying prey to ideas in my place, Tita? Please, just pray that nothing gets destroyed because of that new invention of theirs and it all goes to plan. Okay, well, thank you. Please keep Mom and Grandma from doing anything too reckless. Wish I knew what I could do, though. I'm not strong like Estelle. I couldn't say anything to Ren like she did. I know. I'll get them to help me with the Orbital Gear's development. To let me help with the Orbital Gear's development. If it really does end up having the same amount of power as Potter Mater, maybe then I'll finally be able to have a proper conversation with her. Time to go and ask. This tool here is brand new. It can cut 10 times more precision than the previous model. I had no idea you had something like this here now. I think I might have to go over the designs again. Oh, here you are. Welcome back, Tita. Did you manage to do what I asked? Yep, Mr. Murdoch said he'll take care of the paperwork right away. He's probably working on it right now. But now that I've done that, Mom, I want to be part of the Orbital Gear Developments team too. Yeah, I didn't write this in any of my letters, but I ended up spending some time with Ren while she was in Liberal. And even if she's a member of the Society, she's also my friend. Ren. Now where have I heard that before? Oh, wasn't she the girl Potter Mater belongs to? Erica, if I might be ready to say my piece here. Say your piece? Mom, what are you... Better have a damn good explanation for this one, Albert. My daughter ended up making friends with a member of Ouroboros? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of this? This wasn't in any of what you said to me. Well, it was kind of hard to say. Don't you give me that. As if you hadn't already exposed her to enough danger to make me want to strangle you, now I'm hearing this? Just what you've been doing with my daughter while I've been away. Mama, I'm serious. I want to be involved in the Orbital Gear's development. I'm completely powerless on my own, but I still want to find some way to talk to her. And the Orbital Gear is going to be able to fight on equal terms with Potter Mater, right? Then I want to be involved, because I want the kind of power that Estelle has. Tita? Correct me if I'm wrong, but... You're not considering using the Orbital Gear to fight Potter Mater yourself, are you? What? That wasn't what I meant, I want to make very sure of this. Do you understand just what we're making here? Well, I only got a quick look at the blueprints, but it looked like a bipedal... That's not what I mean. The Orbital Gear is a weapon. No matter how you try to dress that fact up, that's the reality. It's a tool designed to be used by people to hurt other people. But you're not making it because you want to hurt people, are you? Even the patrol airships used by the Army are made to protect the country, not to hurt people. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what the developer of any new weapon thinks. We're not the ones actually going out and using the things we make. The devices we pour our hearts into making go on to cause unspeakable suffering to people, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Have you ever stopped to think about that? And after having it pointed out to you, can you still say you want power? Well, we're doing what we're doing, fully aware of what the potential consequences may be down the line. But can you? You know how much I love you, Tita. I understand you care deeply about your friend, I do. But that's all the more reason why I can't permit you to take part in this. Can you understand where I'm coming from? But I'm not taking this lightly either, you know. I appreciate how you feel, Erica, but I'm sure Tita's been thinking about this a lot herself, especially after all she went through. Why not show her a little more respect? I'm sure she has, but that doesn't mean I can let her be involved in designing a weapon. We researchers don't get a say in how our inventions end up being used down the line. That's just our fate. That's what we have to accept when we're doing our jobs. That we do. I know where she's coming from, but I absolutely can't let her be a part of this. She doesn't need to be shouldering this kind of burden, not at her age. I know all of what Mom's saying is true. I know, really I do. But then what am I supposed to do? Just sit around helplessly? I know. I'll go and see what Dad thinks. Maybe he'll actually listen to me. Tita inserted a card at the slot in the elevator panel. So we're in the underground lab. Dad. Tita? Sorry, hold on a minute. I'll be right over. Really? So she wouldn't give you permission to join then? Nope. I understand what Mom's saying, I really do. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything. Well, unlike your grandfather, your mother has very clear reasons for what she does. She's an engineer with specific goals and ideals, over ones driven by emotion or curiosity. That's especially true for this project. Given the future of liberals, national defense may end up hinging on it. It was never going to be easy to win her over in an argument about this, I'm afraid. That doesn't change the fact that I want to confront Ren, though. Maybe what I'm saying is childish, I don't know, but it's what I really feel, and I'm not budging. Those are some bold words, Tito. I don't think I've ever seen her look so serious about anything before. But even if they're bold, I don't think they're childish. At the same time, I don't think it has anything to do with whether you should be involved in developing the orbital gear either. Having it isn't going to make confronting her any easier. Tita, confronting someone head-on about something is a very difficult thing to do. Probably more difficult than you realize. You're certainly kind, but that's not always going to be enough to change someone's mind about something once it's made up. I know. Maybe I'm never going to be able to talk to her like I want to in the end. Am I doomed to never do anything for her? You backed down when you were arguing with your mother earlier, right? That says to me that the convictions she has are stronger than yours. You already know that's not going to be easy to talk to Ren. If you want to succeed, you'll need a stronger spirit than you've got now. Otherwise, you won't be able to really tell each other how you really feel. You'll just back down first. That reminds me of something Agate said once, actually. He said, fighting's all about guts. Well, that's not quite what I'm talking about, no. I really am starting to worry about this Agate fellow. I think resolve is a more appropriate word here than guts. You'll need to have the resolve to express all of your honest feelings to her, plus you need to accept hers in return. No doubt it'll be a lot easier said than done, too. I know she's from the society, and that Potter Mater is too strong for me to compete against as I am. Especially because I don't have the kind of power Estelle does. I'm not even confident she'll want to listen to what I have to say, and even if she does, that it'll have any effect on her. But I can't just leave her and do nothing, I can't. Listen, she was part of Ouroboros and she did some pretty bad things, sure. But that's not all there is. I spent some time with her. I went shopping with her. I sat and talked with her. So I know that's true. Deep down, she's actually a sweet girl. I'm sure she wasn't faking it either. It's who she really is. She's not some kind of inhuman monster. She's an ordinary girl who was like an excited little kid when we found a cute pen in a shop. And when I tripped and fell, she didn't hesitate to hold out her hand for me. She's a good person, and I still think of her as my friend even now. But after that, she went away from me. Ever since then, her and Pottermother have always been out of my reach, physically and emotionally. Maybe the Orbital Gear will give me a chance to change that. If I have that, I might finally be able to see a little bit of the world that she does. Maybe she'll even be willing to open her heart, even a little, and tell me how she really feels, all while listening to my feelings too. That's why I want to be involved in making it, and I won't take no for an answer. I'm so proud of how much you've grown. What do you think about all this, Erica? What? Mom? How long have you been listening in on us? Not long. I only overheard the last part of your conversation. Can I ask you something, Tita? Of course, what? If you finally get the chance to talk to this Ren girl again, and it turns out she doesn't see you as a friend, what are you going to do? Exactly the same thing. I'll do exactly the same thing I would otherwise. Because I've already made up my mind that I want her to be a part of my life, even if she doesn't want me to be a part of hers. I might not be able to chase her around and try to convince her to come back to us like Estelle can. But I can still try to get to know more about her and Pottermother, and I can make a stronger connection with her through the Orbital Gear. There's nothing stopping me doing any of these things, right? Whatever makes it so I can be a part of her life, I want to do it, even if it's small. Because that's what friends do. That's how I really feel. I see. Well, I can't help but feel you're being a little naive, but you got me. I'll accept all you said as sufficient reason for participating in the Orbital Gear project. Really? Really. Now what are you two waiting for? We've got work to do. Dan, I've redone the blueprints, so I need you to go over them. Tita, we're going to start making the quartz prototypes. So I can be part of the development? You promise? We'll see how long that happy face of yours lasts. Now that you're on the team, I'm going to be working you to the bone. I hope you're ready. Yeah. Bring it on. Good. Are you ready to get started? Thanks to her efforts, Tita was finally allowed to participate in the Orbital Gear's development. The familiar central factory was filled with a new sense of tension, as it became the building ground for the new invention. Tita was able to work as a full-fledged engineer equal to the adults around her for the first time. She was also treated no differently than anyone else, meaning that Erica's demands were constant and relentless. And that was a source of true happiness for Tita. Finally, 2 weeks later... all done. Alright, time to begin our activation test. I think we probably do with a little break. We've been working almost constantly for 3 whole days now. How do you still have so much energy, Mom? And how do you two have so little? Pull yourselves together, people! The best part of developing something new is about to begin. That goes especially for you, Tita. Me. The seat in our prototype here is on the small side, so there's no way anyone other than you is going to be able to sit in it. So you're going to need to be a part of our test until the very end. I know, but please, let me have some sleep first. Well, okay, only because you said please. It's better than trying to do the test today when you're in this state and ending up with a bunch of mistakes being made. She's done very well in my opinion. Not even most veteran engineers can keep up with your working pace. I've amazed your little daughter to get on her first project. What exactly are you implying? That I have some kind of machine with limitless stamina? Okay. So that's the activation test penciled in for Friday the 28th. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? Yes it is. Why do you ask? I need to start cooking then. finished running all the necessary simulations using the Cabal. Should be able to perform roughly the intended specifications, but... Tita, what's the rush? Grandpa, I just realized tomorrow's the last Friday of the month. Yes. That's when Agate's coming, isn't it? Yeah, I need to start getting things ready for tomorrow's food. I don't know if you're taking requests, Agate? I'm not sure I follow. What's special about the last Friday of the month? I forgot to tell you. This is going to be your first time meeting Agate, isn't it? You see, he comes over to visit once a month, and tomorrow's that day. So? Oh, so our dear friend Agate is visiting, is he? What a coincidence that he should choose the day of our test to make his arrival. He sure is a lucky man. Mom. Well, you see, Tita, your mother, Dan, darling, I just had a brilliant idea. I decided that tomorrow's tests are going to require a sacrifice. We can't just let any old person come over to our house for no good reason, right? We need to make a contribution to the family. I hope you're ready, Agate Crossner. So let me get this straight. You're saying you want Agate to help with the tests, right? I'm not sure I'd recommend that, Erica. He's a useless dolt where technology is concerned. I can't see him being much help. Help? Oh, I'm expecting a lot more than that from him. I'm expecting him to offer his very life in the name of science. What? Come on now, Erica. This is no time for being silly. I'm not opposed to having him help out, though. I'd like a chance to have a good long talk with him myself. You too, Dad? It's settled. Today's going to be a good day. A very, very good day. Is it just me? Or do they seem to have Agate all wrong? Thank God. So, Oil Gear Project Part 1 finished. Got the long barrel, got the Mira. Because seriously, at the point it's getting, this might have been better off as a movie rather than a game. Thank God, Dios, you're alright. Are you feeling okay? You look quite tired. I'm fine. I did fight some scary enemies, but I managed to pull through. That's good. So what happened in there? Well, Tita explained everything that happened on the other side of the door. I see. Sounds like this is another one of our rules, though, right? In other words, first you need to meet some condition or conditions to get the door to open. After that, you fight your way through a battle or trial. When you get some kind of memory fragment and walk away with Mira as a bonus. That sum things up? Yeah, that's how it was for me. The memory fragment didn't feel like it was quite finished, though. There seemed to be more than that I didn't get to see. Maybe there's more than one pattern with these doors, then. Either way, every time we find one, we should probably note its location and conditions down. Indeed. How about memory doors? They locate throughout the game and allow you to see various optional scenes. There are 3 types of doors. Moon doors contain lengthy side stories. Okay, good to know that these half-hour segments are the lengthy ones rather than the short ones, so they're not going full Xenosaga on us. Star doors are the short ones, and sun doors are the minigames. To open the door, you have to fill in one or multiple conditions. Furthermore, they'll require certain characters to win a battle in order to view the contents within. You get Mira, and depending on your choices or actions, earn bonuses such as items. You can warp to any door you've discovered using the cube. An ever-burning flame, so that's Agate. Anyway, we got the long barrel, let's slap that on. So we're gonna go a little further before I wrap it up, because I'm probably gonna warp out. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call it quits here. So I'm going to retreat to base. I'll warp to the door in the next part and move forward, because this is extremely long. As is, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to follow a daily update schedule, so we're going to kind of have to play it by ear. There may be a missing update or two in the near future, depending on how long these segments are going to get. Overall, I'm kind of disappointed that they're throwing this much at us early. Like, you can see between these two saves, a full hour has elapsed. Generally, I like to get a little bit further into the game before they start doing this, but I don't know, we'll see how it plays out. Pacing is very awkward at the moment, but it might work in the long run. So, calling it quits here. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.